Hello everybody, welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 9, here with our modded series, OneSoft Inc. Yes, we just released our first operating system called OneOS. We made a $484,000 profit on it. We picked up about $900,000 last month, and we are rolling. We sold every copy that we made. We were kind of right there on the edge, but we sold every copy we made, and we had a whole bunch of refunds as well. So we've got another 100,000 here to put in there, and hopefully we sell all of those as well. I think we will. This looks like it's going to be pretty good. Every unit we sold, we have an active user, so they're equal. They match right here. It's unbelievable. So we're going to go ahead and move ahead here. We did some work and some changes. We did some stuff here, and we are also working on our first 2D editor. We're going to promote that in a second as soon as we get the game rolling here time-wise. Let's do that. When they come back into the office in the morning, we are going to get that rolling to start working on the lines of code for it. And we're going to go take a look at the office and see some of the work that we did. We've increased the team size slightly, but nothing crazy. We didn't want to blow it up, you know. We make another $1.5 million out of OneOS. And yeah, things are looking up, folks. So let's get the team in here. Let's speed it up and get the team in here. We've got a reception desk now and a reception area. People are going to come and sit down. They're going to start working right away. And we've got to promote this piece of software ASAP. I think I may have sent some guys out for training. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. But we'll see in a minute. Looks like I'm working on it by myself. Outstanding quality. We'll promote that. Let him start working on the lines of code. We also have support for this. We're making that our first priority. There's quite a bit in here queued. So it's going to be a little bit difficult, but we're going to do the best that we can for it. So we have two people here. One of our other guys maybe went on training there, but we're starting to get some deals already. And as we have our receptionist, there are 4 deals coming in. Let's slow things down here for a second. Let's take a look at the deals. I wanted to start getting into this here. Print job for them, December 75. What is our capacity? If you go into your distribution channel window, you can see how many you can print per month. So we're at 48,000. We have 2 printers apparently. It looks like, yeah. Looks like that's what I did. I did 2 printers. And a couple of pallets in there. Yep, that looks like about right. So 48,000. We have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. So we have about 9 months before we get there, right? Is that right? About 9 months, 10 months. 10 months. Let's call it 10 months before we get there. Yes, I counted on my fingers. About 10 months out. It's due in December, right as soon as the day starts. So really we have till November to print up 102,000 copies, which we can absolutely do. But we have to go get ourselves a courier now so he can deliver them for us. And we'll let them start working on that. So we got to build some parking spots too. So before we get too crazy into doing anything else, we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a little parking area over here for the couriers. So let's go back to our build mode and let's take a look and see here. We got to do, I don't know if we have to do a road, if we could just do horizontal, vertical parking maybe. So we're going to put it there, right? Let's zoom out. I have room to the other side. Do I want to put it to the other side of the parking? You know what? Let's go to the other side. Not that it really makes a difference. I mean, honestly. But we just have to make it big enough so that we can get the parking spot in there. Wow. Okay. Another 15 grand. And that's going to be a parking spot right there. That's how we're going to start it off. There it goes. Good. Done. So we got parking for the courier. Now we're going to go back in. We're going to speed things up a little bit here as well. We're going to watch and see how that goes as it starts printing. But we're going to get ourselves a courier. Maybe we hire one courier. We'll let them come in around 9 o'clock or so. Costs us $1,500 per month. Interesting. We'll do one for now because we have plenty of time to get there. So we've already produced 2,000 of them. So we'll let that continue to work as it is. We're doing okay with bugs, but it looks like we can't keep up with it. We definitely need a support team of some sort, maybe. I'm thinking that's going to be something we have to work on sooner than later. with that, oops, did not want to zoom in like that. I did hire, let's go take a look at all the people we hired. Take a look at our team. So we have the marketing team, which we have the one person, and the core team, which, oh, I didn't hire anybody else. I thought I did. Maybe I was looking and I did not actually work on hiring anybody. That's because I think I needed to decide what I wanted to do as far as hiring people go. So we have a programmer, and when they have me who can do pretty much any job. Did I want a designer or did I want a artist? I think I want a designer first. Programmers are more important. Designers important. Artists is so-so. I can do art for the most part. Maybe I just send myself away for training, being that we're a little bit ahead of the game now with marketing 1OS and getting some money in for that. Let's see. Send me out for art training on system, possibly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get me out of the building. Let's go do some artist work here. We'll hire a designer in the meantime. We'll do it for 3 months so he's fully trained when he comes back, and he will be back in April, May, June, July. I'll be back in July, just as my other guy goes on vacation. Rusty Brooks goes on vacation. So let's go hire a designer to add to the core team. He's probably going to sit around and do nothing now because we've already finished the design of Vision Shop. Could have used them, but whatever. We want the best, so let's give him... We got to check everything here. We need to check personality as well. He's got to fit in with the team. And we're going to spend the money here to do it. So we're giving top salary. We want great compatibility with good skills. So great. Everybody's great. 44. 23, 66. No. You know what? Let's take a look at the skills first. We have 100% up here. He's 58. He's good. A lot of 100%ers, but they're all well over 50, close to 60 years old. They're going to retire soon. I think they make you retire at 64 in this game, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could do 38 years old, good, 91%. I mean, we got 24 years out of this guy, really? Anita, this person, I say. Great compatibility of 44. We lose 6 years. For Octavio, I like the name Octavio. Great compatibility. Still going to get 20 years out of him. Yeah, let's hire Octavio. Better skill, better fit. And we got him for 20 years. So, let's go into employees now. Let's go to Octavio. We're going to change you from whatever you're doing is anything into a designer. And you're good to go. So your design, you definitely need some work. And being that we don't have any design work for you to do anyway, we're going to send you out for some education. First on 2D and then on audio, because we're going to work on an audio. Maybe we'll do audio first because we're going to work on an audio tool next after this. So 3 months, education, goodbye. You got to go. All right. So what do you mean there's nowhere for my courier to park? Do I have to designate the courier parking spot now? Is this the way it's going to be? You people that work here think you can just come in here and take the spot. I'm going to designate that for deliveries because I only made 2 spots. I wasn't expecting people to be driving here to work with their own cars and stuff, but I guess that's the way it rolls. Okay. So taking a look around here, my frame rate's pretty low on this. I don't know why. I think maybe because I'm rendering in the background on this guy. Looks like 1OS is not making as much as it was. It kind of dropped off a little bit there. So 400,000 last month. We made 2 million in profit total. We're up to 30,000 users. We have 74,000 in stock. So we're okay as far as that goes. The initial crush of it was good. This should keep us floating until we get this to where we want it to be. We haven't missed any bugs yet, but things are going to get kind of interesting. We still have a programmer, which is why it's important to do programmers, like, I think, first and foremost, before you try anything else, really. We don't want you having that desk, though, because that doesn't do you any good, having that inbox there. You should be using where the calculator is. Anyway, so we got the print job going. They've delivered some of it already, it looks like. There's some marketing and development stuff as well. We're going to stay away from that for now as far as deals go. I want to get some hosting deals going. So we did build a small little server room down here with a few servers in it. We have the small servers because it is only 1975. So only the small servers are available to us at this point. Nothing crazy. Which, if you ask me, in the reality of things, this does not make any sense. Servers back then were kind of like the size of this entire room, basically. But it's what it is. I'm not gonna nitpick. It should be taking up the entire room, really, is what it should be doing. And as the years go on, they get smaller. You know, the big one that we see that you can buy, that's the one that should be like, you know, the original one, because the servers are much bigger. Now they're tiny and they can do the same amount of work. Anyway, yeah, let's go back upstairs, because it looks like we haven't got any deals for hosting yet. And another development, which we're not going to do. We don't want to work on developing anything. We want to develop our own software at this point. And looks like they finished the marketing. They're done for the marketing here, and it's going to be the end of the day there as far as that goes. So let's speed up time a little bit. And let's see what OneOS does next month. 1.3 million with better marketing. There we go. Now we're talking. That's good. 3.7 million profit, 1.3 million last month. We got 43,000 active users. We got 9,000 refunds. We're going to have to work on that a little bit. We still have a whole bunch of bugs to sort out here. I'm wondering now that we're getting more money coming in, do we get a support team in here or what? I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. We just hired a designer who's out for training and won't be back until like July or so, or August. And yeah, so we definitely got to make some moves here. What I think I may do is, being that this is starting to work out nicely now, I may transition ahead a little bit as I get some things going and get some work going here on Vision Shop. We'll transition ahead a little bit when people come in, and maybe I'll make some more changes here and add some more people to the team. Maybe I'll split this room, and then we'll split this room and make a small support team for now. Alright, so we're back, and we've done a few changes here. I kind of increased my printing capabilities here because I had a bunch of things to do, and I needed to print for OneOS for myself. I went and separated the rooms like I said I would, and we brought in a bug team here, so a support team. We call them Carpe Facto, which is Latin for take action. That's what they're going to do. Kind of like that name for a team. Looks like something's blowing up here. I have to get some of these lights fixed. All the lights in that area are broken. We hired one more marketer. We hired a designer. We sent them out for training, and he came back. And now we sent out our other programmer for training. Also sent myself out for training. We got that done and squared away. Let's slow things down a little bit here. We got to get this squared away here. So we got to call maintenance. And let's call IT, just kind of browse through the computers as well to make sure they're all running the way they're supposed to. And fix their performance if needed. So we have a whole bunch of copies now of OneOS. Let's go take a look at it. We have 7.8 million in monies. We made 468,000 last month. It seems to be slowing down a little bit. So I brought in another marketer to up the marketing on it to see if we can't try to get anything back from that. Also, I'm thinking maybe I had too little of the copies available. So we also printed up more copies. So I have about 89,000 in stock now. So that should do us good for a little while. They're working on Vision Shop. It wasn't very good at the last review. We'll do another review in a little bit at about 50,000 lines. Let's get the speed up here while we're talking about things. We just need to get some work done here. So, yeah, we did that. And then we went and, like I said, hired pretty much a support team here. 118% compatibility. All of them are programmers. Paid top dollars to get good skills in there. So then let's go to our core team here. We hired Octavio Marshall as our designer. We sent him out for audio design because we're going to do an audio tool next. And we may do that very soon. I'm also thinking about maybe... This picked up another 951,000 this month. That's fantastic. So maybe the marketing's helping. That we're increasing the marketing on that. It's fantastic. So, yeah, 951,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take that. Absolutely take that. And then our marketing team here, we have Antonia, who we hired as well, paying her top dollar in order to come in here and help out with the marketing team to get us to be able to kind of get close to widespread or unavoidable, you know, because... This OneOS is actually doing quite well. I mean, let's take a look at all companies here. We're definitely not going to be up there in worth, not just yet. This puts us right here, kind of smack dab in the middle of things. We have about 25,000 fans. We only have the one product out. A lot of these come with 12, 14 products. Wow. 2 products by Macro Productions. $378 million. What were your products? 2 operating systems, Bot and Bot 02. So yeah, their operating systems sell phenomenally. I don't understand. We have great quality. The marketing's unavoidable. Maybe that's the difference there. They came out in 70. They came out in 71. We were a little bit later to the game with ours for sure. But even their second one now is doing quite well. Not quite where the first one was. But even their second one's doing pretty good. About 1 million active users. And that's kind of the ballpark that we want to be in there. You know, I mean, that's just phenomenal. Actually charging a little bit less money for the new one too. They both have unavoidable marketing and they're both still active, which is crazy. 1971, we have a newer OS. I don't know if it has more features. I don't remember what features we put into it. We could look at that later on. But yeah, so we're on the roll. We're getting deals by the truckloads here. Let's take a look at our deals to see what we want to do next. This print job maybe for XCal. November. We're not going to... That's going to be cutting it close. And I don't like to do that because we need to deliver it by November. So it really gives us the rest of this month and next month. And that's it, really. So that's too close. So 1976. That gives us October, December, 3 months to do. We can do that in 3 months. We'll take that one, 95 cents a copy. And then here we have June. We'll definitely take that one. That's way out there. And then we have print job for June as well, 56. We could do 72,000 a month. We're going to take a little bit away because we have to do Vision Engine first. So we'll drop this down slightly because it only needs that many. Actually, we can drop this down quite a bit. And then we'll accept this one as well for June. And we'll kind of keep ourselves busy in the deals department for quite some time. Let's do this here. Let's up this a little bit. We'll go like that. That should be able to do us because this is going to give us more than enough to kind of handle that one. And then we can up the priority on this one when it's time. Messing with the priority is really important to make sure that you can do that. Also making sure that you have enough couriers to deliver all of this stuff is very important as well. So, I mean, you got to be super careful when you're doing these to make sure. There's tons of printing jobs out there too. We may want to just increase our printing capabilities just to take on more of that stuff. We can make this warehouse a little bit bigger. Well, it's not really a warehouse, but like a little room in the back where we're kind of printing stuff. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's get things sped up here and get it going. We're going to, I think we're going to hire another courier. I think it just makes more sense to do that at this point rather than shoot ourselves in the foot and let him come in at 9 a.m. as well. I like 9 a.m. better because you get some printing going and then they can kind of grab the stuff and go early in the morning. And we'll see. We're going to take this spot here. And we're going to designate it for deliveries as well. We don't want any employees parking lot. Let them take the bus for now. We'll work out parking later on as we get bigger. 8.7 million is pretty big. I mean, it's almost time to go for a full team at this point. And we made another 500,000 there. We seem to go up and down month per month. We're at prominent marketing still. 117,000 units sold. $120 is our retail price. You would think that this would go crazy off the roof, but that's why I said it's important to kind of make sure that you develop your stuff early, and that's why I started in 1970, because you got to make a name. Once you've made the name, then they want to buy your product, which is crazy. But they definitely have to know who you are. You definitely have to have kind of like the fan base going there. Right now they're kind of, neutral to what our operating system is, but we're picking up fans as we go, so that's a good sign. We like that. 4 more deals coming in. I'm looking for a small hosting deal here, if anything, coming through. I mean, lots of printing jobs. We may want to keep the printing window up here for the time being. Looks like we missed a lot of bugs. A whole bunch of them are missed. Nothing queued anymore, so our support team is doing its job when it comes down to it. When you think about it, they're just doing the job. They're doing the job well, too. And then the distribution window, we want to keep that kind of open as well, because we want to keep track of what we're doing there. Because if we miss a printing job, you lose printing jobs. They do not come and offer you printing jobs for quite some time. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. You want to make sure that you are doing the right thing as far as that goes. We may think about changing some stuff up here, because we're gonna make it. I mean, we totally made it with these printing jobs, which is fantastic. Let's go take a look at the other ones too and see what we got, what's available here. Baby tricks for June, we can do that one. And we have render test engine 4. By January they want development for them. Sorry, we want the printing job for March. We can do that by March. That'll definitely work. We can definitely do that. Let's drop June down here a little bit because we don't need those right away. We'll get that one out. That'll be done in a month because we were able to print more than what they need in that time. Here's another print job for Audio Tune. And they want 24,000 by 50 cents a copy. Well, let's hold off on that for now and see how we do with these. We don't want, like I said, don't want to go overboard. And the marketer and the programmer are looking for a raise. Accept all enclosed. Yep, we have the money. Let's just give it to them at this point. And we're actually going to go and make a very important move here. We have 9.8 million. We're coming into the end of this year. We're going to go ahead and take some money and we're going to deposit it into our insurance account. Not quite that much. I want to put about $1 million into it, only so we have more than $269 on account. We can deposit this money. We can always borrow from it as well. So if we screw up, we can borrow the money. We'll also get interest for this money being here, and that's kind of important too going forward to look at that. So we look at this here now as it stands. We have all our bills show up here on the right side with the latest update, which is cool. $1,300, $6,300, $3,200, and $305. See all our expenses and how we're doing. Our deals are bringing in $40,000 a month. So, I mean, $6,000 for printing and $40,000 a month coming in, not bad at all. Very good turnover as far as the money goes in that. It costs us 10 cents to print a copy, so we have to pay for electricity. Figure that in there somewhere as well. Anyway, let's do a quick review of this, and then we're going to wrap up this video. We're going to do a team review. Let's get the marketing team on that as well. Let them do it. Let them get working on that and see what they say. Maybe I'll do a quick outsource review. I don't know. I'm thinking we want about 250,000 lines of code for this guy here in order for it to be where we want it to be, because we have a small team that's working on it, and they aren't all skilled up and trained up just yet. But we definitely want to see what this looks like. Maybe we do outsource it quickly to see what it is before we put an end to this one here. 3 reviews. Is that enough, or do we want to wait for another one? They take forever to do reviews. 4. I'll take 4. So not looking too bad here. 5.9. I'm kind of indifferent to it, as well as Antonia. Octavio likes it, and Dawn likes it, the other marketer as well. So they're liking the way it looks. 5.9, not bad. Let's do a quick outsource review. Do a quick one. And we got to be careful with this, because otherwise you'll spend thousands and not even realize it in like a couple of seconds. We don't want to go crazy here with reviews. That's about it. 2,500, 2,600, good. So they're calling it a 4.7, which we kind of expect. We're going to have a higher bias for sure, but not bad. Not bad at all at 50,000 lines of code. But anyway, folks, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this third part of our modded series. More to come as we grow the company. Hopefully we can get to a point where we can get some leaders in here and start naming our leaders. Yeah, if you're watching, put your name down in the comments below. Let me know, and I will definitely make you a leader of the team. Thank you again. See you around the channel, and bye-bye now.